my free bike that I got from this lady on Facebook. We drove all the way down to Snoqualmie area. Actually, she was in North Bend. Made a fun day of it. Got some barbecue. We haven't had barbecue in like 5 years. I put this guy out here because today's a pretty nice day. The fern, because he's getting all scraggly. And this guy, I don't know if he's gonna survive. I'll have to cut all his fronds off like I did with this one. This one, like last year, it lost all of the fronds, turned brown, so I cut them all down. But last year he did that, and then he came back. It sprouted back. Like in here, I noticed. I thought he was a goner. So I'm hoping he does that again this year. I'm in downtown Buffalo. Gonna try this cafe called The Cottage. It looks really cute in the pictures. I'm not sure if it's like more of a sit down though type of thing or what, but I want more of like a laid back, because I'm gonna just like drink my coffee and study and everything. I think that might be it. It looks like it's pretty laid back. It's like it has couches and things like that. At the clubhouse. I'm gonna study for a couple of hours, and I brought my creamer and my own coffee mug for the coffee machine, and afterwards I'm going to go work out. And this morning I had my hearing with my employer that, let me see, hold on, I need to, coffee. But I had that this morning, and they were like really confusing because he was saying stuff that like he kept acting like he couldn't remember, because they were like, well, did you fire her or did you lay her off? And he's all like, did you call her and tell her she was laid off? And he's all like, maybe, like, I don't remember, this was 2 years ago, like, I don't know, like, I heard that, you know, there were issues. Like, he kept like, which clearly he was just lying. Like, I hope they can see that. But either way, they said that ESD waited too long. They only have 90 days to do the redetermination, you know, and they didn't send me anything until at least a year later. I didn't reply to it for months, so I didn't really, it wasn't on my radar until July, and I was let go in March, so that was almost a year and a half, because it was 2020 versus July of 2021 that I saw that there was some kind of something going on, you know. And then that's when I had to write my letter and figure out how to get it to them. So I think that she said they're going to rule that they didn't have the jurisdiction to be doing that just because they waited so long. So we'll see how that goes. But I hope that they're in the future, that there's some things that they won't do this in the future. Like, they need to have something in place for employers to, because under oath they're lying. That should just, there should be more consequences to employers causing all of these issues with their employees, especially since they got $400,000 of PPP money for a pandemic, and they had no issue. Like, all of these employers, they have no issue with cutting off your financial well-being, but they're so worried about their own. Like, and you can't even collect, or they try to block you from even collecting the tiniest little safety net that the US has here. Like, I just think that it is just so ethically wrong. And for employers that lie and treat their employees this way, we need huge, hefty fines, or we just need to shut them down. If this is like a reoccurring thing, then they just don't even need to be in business. You do not deserve to be a business owner if you are going to treat your workers in this manner. I think that we just need to really, like, crack down on this. I don't know. Maybe I'm too radical, but I just feel that who is the one that always gets the short end of the stick?
It's the people that make up the fabric of society. It's the people that make up the fabric of the company and are actually driving the numbers, are actually doing the day-to-day work and activities. They are the ones that get shafted. They are the ones that get the lower wages, the mistreatments, the illegal treatments, and treated like garbage. Get like any kind of help. You know, unemployment is like nothing. It's like pennies. So even when they're like begging for their pennies, those are being snatched out of their hand by their illegal, unethical employer or past employer. And that is just not okay. Like, I'm ready to start really fighting this in Washington. At least I want to hold Washington state to a very high standard. And I think that we should all band together and start trying to do this. At least, I mean, it's a losing battle, because you are fighting the people that are actually running the society. You are fighting the people who actually make the laws, the rules, and they're the ones with all the power, all of the money. And so it's really hard to get anything changed or get anything in your favor. But I think you should still at least try. I am one for, I don't care how like much the odds are stacked against me, like I will at least try. Like, I feel like you should at least try. Always try and do your best. Like, even if it's not going to be helpful or nothing's going to improve, at least you tried and you did your best.